Woo! Yeah! Oh, we are so good. I mean, maybe good isn't a good word for it, but hell yeah! Woo! All right, let's go. Oh my God! Ha ha! That was good. Oh God! Oh God!
He'll be fine.
Cohh Carnage here with my top 10 games of 2025. The games you're about to hear about are games that have had a huge impact to me. These are games that are incredibly special for one reason or another, but most of them really encompass that kind of total package feel of not one part of these games were great, but lots and lots of different parts of these games were great. So I hope you enjoy the top 10 of 2025 as much as I did playing all these amazing games. It was a tough year this year, but yeah, a lot of great stuff in here. Hope you enjoy.
One final step.
This game was surprising. I did not realize I was going to like it as much as I did. It was exceptionally creative in not only the way that it presented its world and the immersive elements to the character, but also how you interact with the game. I mean, you don't just hit R. You have to bring the thing up and start fiddling with it to get to do it what you want it to do. So I can activate electrical devices with my little thing here. Holy shit. And outside of that, everything else in this game was a visual and auditory masterpiece, and I loved it. My 10th game of the year was Routine. I loved it. It was a very fun, self-contained, entertaining experience. I was constantly asking questions all the way to the end. And funny enough, this game, in my opinion, was a smaller, more concentrated version of my 9th game. And my 9th game has a lot of similarities in that, but I feel it's just done on a larger scale.
Listen to the will of those who will not speak, and if the tools are not willing, they will be.
Chronos: The New Dawn was my 9th game of the year this year. This game was incredibly immersive, incredibly interesting. I was asking questions all the way to the end. The one big question I have right now that I'm really wanting to get an answer for, though, I had a great time with it, and I thought it was fantastic. I do want to say, by the way, somebody already said this in chat. I do have, like, I always kind of come in the back of my head with some, like, extras, some honorable mentions. Yeah. A lot of people are saying this. Alters was definitely an honorable mention, primarily because it is not on my list, but Alters was incredible, and Alex Jordan, that is one of the most impressive performances I saw. So yeah, he did phenomenal, but that is not on my top 10, unfortunately. That would be like probably 12 or 13.
Welcome to the Arcadia Colony.
This game I loved. It was actually in my lists of favorites this year. I felt that it did some excellent work in terms of moving its franchise forward. I really enjoyed how immersive the entire experience was, but it's not higher up my list because I do feel that there was a major part of it that was fundamentally poorly designed, and it had to do with unfortunately, the main progression of the game, which was the master level. Biggest tragedy of this game is Cohh not having lockpicking to 18. Agreed. Completely agreed. Biggest tragedy. So as my 8th game of the year, that was The Outer Worlds 2. And unfortunately, like I said, the major flaw of this game is that they give you the max level at about 70% through the game, and then they hard lock all your stats there, while the last 30% of the game still has the stats go up. So you basically, without being able to change your character, just have to like play through the end of the game and just watch as you miss a bunch of stuff that you have no ways to get. In an RPG, never make it so killing enemies doesn't give you experience. Always have that work towards something. It hurts so much, like getting about 70% through the game and then no quest experience, no kill experience. Like it sucks your soul out when you're playing a game like this to have that happen. So my suggestion was hit no max level, get the skill points maxed at 30, and then every level past 30, you get to move 1 point from a skill to another skill. So it's like, as you continue to level, you get the benefit of continuing to get experience. You can fine tune your build. So like that would have been, that would have, if they would have done that instead, this would have been significantly up my list. That was a major failure. Like that, again, when the experience backbone of your game is not properly designed in an RPG, I don't know what to tell you. That was a big fail, unfortunately. But still, overall, the game was amazing. And outside of that kind of mechanical failure, it was a phenomenally cool experience. And I definitely recommend it. And for the record, I see some people asking this, you do not need to play Outer Worlds 1 before 2. You can dive right into 2. There's no continuation. They did that on purpose. So yeah, and it's worth it. It's very cool. My 7th game of the year, and I think some people are going to be like, what? But my 7th game of the year, you guys already know. I can't say anything else about it. Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is a fantastic game. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. There are so many design issues in this game. Like again, I said about the total package, I love Arc Raiders, but Embark, bros, I don't know what you were thinking with some of your systems. Like they are just not well thought out.
Oh my God! This effing game!
And because of that, like I'm putting it down the list a little bit. It's a huge amount of fun, but guys, it's been months and you have basic changes that you should have made months ago.
Try to get them to come outside. Try to get them to come outside. That's not good.
He might be full of shit.
Yeah, cheating.
I like to say with this game, it's 90% phenomenal and 10% what the hell's going on. There's issues with macroing, there's issues with wall hacking, there's issues with the fundamental, how they do the special events, the trial system, the main way that you access and engage with your inventory between rounds. Like there's so many little things that just need love and work. So that kind of stuff. But again, I do want to say it belongs on this list because everything that isn't poorly designed is incredible. Like, it's awesome. So it's a very mixed bag, but it's a great game, and I'm still going to be playing it. I'm not done with it. Number 6, this game is, again, I'm having so much fun with it. The big issue with this game that didn't get it a little bit higher up my list is kind of the same thing I have in Outer Worlds 2, where I love this game. I'm having a massively great time with it. It's awesome, but it's kind of a huge deal when I am one-shotting every single thing in the game world through the middle of the game. Like, and I've been told that's going to happen all the way to the end. It's like, man, that's a little rough. Tainted Grail. I'm playing Tainted Grail. Fantastic game. Such good dialogue, such good writing. Story's awesome. I haven't done Act 3 yet, full disclosure. So like, you know, that is something I'm going to be much more addressing as we get to it. But everything I played so far makes it belong on this list. Again, some of the stuff in this game I have not seen in any other game. And that fish store is going to live with me forever.
At the very least, present me with an alternative to the system where we're all part of the one who rules us. Go on.
Oh, that's hilarious. Dude, this writing is phenomenal. I love this. These doors have been amazing. I don't know who wrote these doors. The fish, you talked to the fish store like 10 or 12 times, like 3+ of the conversations had my jaw drop. Or just like, what are you doing?
All right.
Like, writers, what are you doing? It's crazy. So yeah, Tainted Grail, highly recommend. Great game. I just had an expansion, by the way, which is one of my favorite expansions in an immersive RPG ever. Is in the expansion for Tainted Grail. It's that good. Definitely check it out. Moving up to number 5, again, total package. This is a game that I'm not fully done with, but god damn, if not every single piece of this project oozes quality and immersion. Hades 2, man. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a phenomenal game. I'm going to return to it to finish it at some point. Everyone in it is incredible. Amelia Tyler just steals the show.
Yes, recovered bodily, if not in spirit.
Who is this? Amelia, the amazing Amelia.
You've not failed, merely begun. This is all part of the task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos. It is such a good game. And I'm planning on going back to it probably this week or next week, actually, because I do want to finish up everything in it.
The runs,
I'm not quite done. Yeah, so there's a lot more I need to do. I haven't met the Fates yet, which apparently is like a big thing. Yeah, I've got a ways to go, and I'm definitely planning on continuing it. So, but it's, again, so good. It's been amazing from beginning to end.
You should never have come. You're only going to make things worse for everyone.
Clair Obscur is my 4th game of the year. I really enjoyed Clair Obscur. I really liked it. It was a very fun game.
I think
and I had a great time with it. I found a broken build that completely negated the last 30% of the game. Great. I completely one-shot most things, and it ruined the challenge experience for me. So for me, the total package, that was an issue, man. Like, you know, the fact that every single person was yelling at me in the final fight, like, what just happened? Why did he do that? Like, I mean, that was a bit of an issue. So granted, I mean, the argument there is obviously I could have not done that. I could have done a different build. But the point is when you're playing a game like that, you're constantly learning and fine tuning something. It's not really feasible to 80% through the game just stop and learn how to do everything else again. Yeah, especially we got stuff to do. We got other games to play. So I naturally fell into what I did. I didn't try to follow any builds. I just noticed things working, and my normal play style is to lean into what works. So I noticed these shots seemed really powerful, so I started really leaning into them, and then all of a sudden I broke. I literally broke. So that was a bit of a downer. I wasn't super jazzed about that. But outside of that, obviously, that is my biggest complaint. Everything about Clair Obscur is a feast for the senses, and it is a phenomenal game. I cannot wait to see what these devs come up with next. They are going to have more resources. They're going to have more talent. Like, oh man, it's a great time. It's a great time for them right now, and I can't wait to see where they go.
With you around, work really feels like a second family. Oops, borrowed your stapler.
You know, this is like, I haven't put this in too many other places on the list. Abiotic Factor is one of the best sandbox games ever created. The level design is phenomenal. The evolving QOL is second to none. It is essentially a combination of Half-Life 1 and a survival game, and it is done so well that it is still to this day one of the coolest sandbox experiences I've ever had. A fantastic game. Can't wait to see more from that team.
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is my #2 game of the year. I absolutely loved everything about it. I loved the gritty immersion. I loved the actual, like, the combat system's phenomenal. The acting, especially by Luke Dale and Tom McKay, incredible, absolutely incredible. The thing that held it back a little bit for me is I've been very clear, and I continue to be very clear, I am not a fan of historical setting games. The fact that KCD2 is as high up this list just shows you how actually incredible this game is. But I find realistic settings boring. I don't play games for realism. I play games for fantasy and things I can't get in real life. The immersion of this game is what made it so special, even though it's not in something that I really enjoy in terms of like a setting. There's so much thought and care, and it's kind of weird because I played this game a lot, and I wish that I was more of a historical buff, because you're walking down these alleyways and you can tell they're like painstakingly recreated, like for historical accuracy, and the layouts are so realistic, and it's an incredible work of art. KCD2 is a work of art. I'm not even a fan of the subject matter, and I still just have such a mad amount of respect and had so much fun in that game. The characters and the story really sold it for me. I mean, I was tearing up multiple times throughout the game, and not a lot of games do that. These scenes are a little bit hard for me, actually. I love them and hate them.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
Why do I hate them?
It has its benefits.
Because they make me really, really sad.
Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
So fantastic game. Highly recommend. It's a great game.
To the architect, an empty blueprint represents a world of possibilities.
Blueprints is one of the most innovative games I have played in literal years. There is an awesome story. There is phenomenal gameplay. There is such a unique experience. Everything feels meaningful, and the amount of raw dopamine hits this game gives. It's like a drug dealer. Oh my God. The amount of times that you're just like, oh, I got it. Oh, that's what that means. I know where that's from. I didn't know I was a cow that could be milked dopamine. I didn't know that. But apparently this game can do it. I hate this game. Literally the worst game ever created in the history of video games. Yep. Crazy. Oh, keycard. I love this game. This game's awesome. The graphics were fun. The puzzles were great. What was wild is the consistent quality. You know, you figure out how many years this took to make, and you go, yeah, that checks out, because like everything seems painstakingly gone over and done with a fine-tooth comb, so it's fun. Like even the RNG is done in a way where it's like eventually you'll get there. Like it's that well designed. So it's crazy. It is a new type of game, and congrats to the devs, because it's a phenomenal one.